Hello again. My name is David Berman, Director of Training and Public Relations for HTSA, the Home Technology Specialists of America, and we're coming to you live from the Hi-Fi House store in Wilmington, Delaware. This segment we're going to talk to you about the three different types of 3D technology and the glasses associated with each type. Let's start with anaglyph technology, which is the oldest of the technology and goes back to the early beginnings of 3D. Anaglyph technology would take the single frame captured by the camera and it would split it into two color wavelengths. And you would wear glasses that had a red lens and a blue lens in order for each eye to see only that perspective. The red lens would allow you to see the red information as white and all of the other information as black, and vice versa. The blue lens would allow you to see the blue image as the white and everything else as black. And the difference between those two perspectives is what the brain created as depth. And it gave you three dimensions, or two different perspectives of the same image. You wore those glasses that were kind of hokey and cardboard. Now you know what I'm talking about. And they did progress that technology. They eventually came up with cyan filters or green filters for the right eye, because those actually gave you a more natural flesh tone. So anaglyph technology has progressed significantly and can be seen on any 2D television. You don't need a 3D enabled television to view that type of 3D experience. The second type of technology, which was what you saw Avatar in or several others in IMAX, was polarization or polarized 3D. It would use an active polarized filter on the front of the projector up in the booth, and you would wear passive glasses that had no electronics in them that would allow you to see this information played back with two different perspectives. The problem with the old style of polarized systems were that the glasses were polarized in a linear fashion. And something that you should know about the human brain and the human eye and how they work together: when you first look at an object or look at a scene, the eyes try to wander to the periphery in order to preserve your sense of security within that space. If you've ever walked on an elevator, your eyes will look left to right or right to left to ensure that it's safe to get on that elevator, and then they will look up and down in order to ensure that there's nothing above you or below you, that you have a floor to stand on. All, again, a natural instinct designed to allow your brain to get comfortable with its space. The downside to the passive polarized lens was that your eyes weren't used to having something in front of them, so they would try to focus on the periphery of the glass and they would never settle down, and that was one of the ways you could get headaches when watching a 3D experience. The newer systems are polarized in a circular fashion. The left eye is polarized in a clockwise fashion and the right eye is polarized in a counterclockwise fashion. This kind of forces the eyes to settle down in the center or binocular field of view. When you look again at the landscape, you have approximately 180 to 200 degrees of peripheral view. Within that range is about a 70 to 120 degree comfort zone. That's where the eyes can settle down and not be jumping and not try to look at the periphery, all of which are good benefits to the newer technologies. And that's one of the reasons that Avatar was so impactful in the theater, is that your eyes could get comfortable. In the old days, those passive glasses had big hoods on them so that no other light could come in and your eyes would more naturally settle down, even with the linear polarization system. The third type of 3D approach is called active, and that is the approach that will be employed for use residentially in your home. All of the televisions that you will buy for your home, whether they be LCD, LED, plasma, in any flat panel format, rear projection or front projection, will be sold with active glasses. The active glasses force each eye to close independently in sync with the information as it comes into the TV. So if you will, think of it this way: 60 images appear in front of the eye every second with a 1080p television in its current 2D form. In order for you to get a 3D experience out of that, they have to split those images into two parts in order to give you two different perspectives. So now 120 images are flashed in front of the eye off of these flat panel televisions. One of the unique abilities of a projection system, besides its screen size, is the fact that you can set the refresh rate and triple flash the information. The Titan Reference Pro 3D from Digital Projection is actually the only television capable of triple flashing to 144 Hertz with true full active 3D technology. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in our next segment. For right now, be aware that the active glasses use little batteries or electronics inside them that open and close each eye, which are active LCD shutters. The battery tells the left eye to close for the first 60th or for the first 120th of a second of information. Then the right eye will close and the left eye will open for the next piece of information, and so on and so forth, to give you a great 3D experience. All of this information is available to you through HTSA.com. We urge you with any questions to contact your local HTSA specialist, and thank you.